Hey guys, so here's a video of freehand drilling a recent shape that I did. This is a shield, which is my variation of an elephant's foot. And here you're gonna see the process in, I don't remember what I sped this up to. I think it was 4 or 5 times speed. So this is the process of drilling freehand, and the reason you would do this is so you can shape a pipe first and have a good have a good shape that matches the grain orientation. And grain orientation is very important for freehand shapes because you want everything to look cohesive and intentional. If you were to drill a pipe from a block, unless you heavily reshape that block and square it up in a different way, you're kind of stuck with whatever grain orientation that it comes with. So freehand shaping is a way to really be creative and use the block to the best of its ability. This allows you to also work around pits and flaws that might come up, or maybe you've got a bald spot on the grain that you want to work around. So this is a really good way to do that. So here you see First I drilled out the shank with 5/16 for my mortise for the tenon, and then I took a short 5/32 bit to do the airway and start it. And then I extended that, got the length that I wanted, and then here you see I'm taking a smaller hole, or a smaller drill bit. I don't remember what size this was. I think it was like 3/16 or something, or 3/32. I don't remember. It's a little bit bigger bit. All I'm trying to do here is line up that original airway with the airway for the chamber that ends up being a pilot. In this section here, I'm further drilling that with a 3/8 bit. And the reason I do this is so that way I can make sure that my pilot hole is going to be big enough that my spoon bit's going to follow. And so right here, I've switched to a 1/2 inch. And along the way, I go slow, and I check it with the camera, and you can see, or with the light, and you can see that I'm trying to make sure that everything's lined up correctly. And it was, so now I get to move on to my spoon bit here. Now, spoon bits are very important for this stuff because they're very stable, and this is going to be the safest way to do this, because this is not a super safe practice, unless you're really dedicated to this. I don't think I would suggest trying it, just because it can be dangerous. Things can cut you and catch. You can actually see in the video here in a second that I actually let go too soon and it spun around, which could have been dangerous. So you got to be very careful with this, but that's basically it. You start with your mortise, then your airway, and then here you can see I'm cleaning out that hole. I've got to go a little deeper on the chamber. Not much. It actually drilled perfectly, which I was really happy about. Here I'm just cleaning it up again, and then a little bit more. At the end of this process, you got to just really go slowly, little by little. The video is hard to do voiceovers when, yeah, right there. That's where I let go, and it could have been bad. But anyway, you got to be careful. So here is the pipe. The shield shape, all the holes are drilled correctly. Things work good.